Alan, we're getting ready to call the meeting to order. We have everything. We have Bob on the phone and 3 present. I might add the 3 best looking ones are present too, Alan.
Stacy and Tom.
Roll call. You want to do roll call for us, Alan?
Poe.
Yes.
Sutter.
Present.
Bixler.
Yes.
Firth.
Yes.
Holder present.
Okay. Item number 3 is approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
I approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Poe.
Yes.
Bixler.
Yes.
Sutter.
Present.
Firth.
Yes.
Holder. Yes.
Okay. We're going to move down to item number 10 at this moment. And in it, that's infrastructure. And we've got some news on TrackWorks, Neil, is that
Yeah.
correct?
I got a bid from TrackWorks on fixing those issues that they sent us. Replace 2 head block switches ties to switch number 1, and propose to plug and respike insecure switch stand on switch number 3, and propose to clean and lubricate all switches in your facility. And the total is $4,516.12.
Okay.
I move that we approve that.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve.
Poe.
Is there anybody else that can give us a bid in the future?
Pretty, I don't know. I know it's specialized work, and I don't know of any other group that actually does that kind of thing.
Would our engineer know?
Yeah.
There was another group that bid this project when we started 10 or 15 years ago. They have to be BNS certified, which
Right.
both groups were.
I don't remember the name of them though.
I don't either, but the only thing I would keep in mind is, and I think the engineer would know, Rob would know, I think the point's well taken. They've been doing it for quite a while when they have to do these kind of things. I can remember one time that we paid them $10,000 or $11,000 when they had to replace some parts. And I always talk about our switches being rough and old, so I'm not surprised about this. Anyway, if we would happen to land the road, the tie people, they actually do this kind of work, so there may be an opportunity there in our backyard. But that's not happening.
That and the fact that these guys are the ones that do the inspections. Am I right? Then we hire them to do an annual inspections or quarterly or something?
They do the inspections, but that doesn't mean they have to do the work.
Okay.
But they bid the work, but they don't have to do it.
I suggest we get hold of Rob and find out who else.
Before we have them fix it.
No, let's go on this one.
It says the finishing of any material other than those listed above. It says within this proposal we have not provided for, and that's furnishing any material that's not listed above, any work not listed above, no maintenance after completion. So,
I think if you look back at those other contracts, I
They
think
say
they're
it
pretty
during
similar
summer.
to that. They have to get that disclaimer.
Okay. We have a
Oh.
second. Yeah. Alan? Was there? Okay, roll on. I'll get him.
Bixler,
Yes.
Sutter,
Yes.
Firth,
Yes.
Holder, yes.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is the finance report. Todd, it's all yours.
Okay. We've had very little, if any, activity. So the financials are very similar to what they were a month ago. Um,
That's all right. Okay.
so the,
Yeah, I got you. Okay, we're on the finance report right now, Alan. Okay, Todd.
so that total checking and savings at 370,000 is the total amount with all in and all done. Those allocation amounts above that are taken out of that, right? So that we have 45,000 insurance claim. We have repairs and maintenance fund of 101,000. The total is 370.
Okay.
That Bank Central NA checking number 1 generally represents the excess funds that are not allocated. Okay? Doesn't mean that we can't, for like this expenditure is gonna come out of repairs and maintenance. So it's not gonna reduce that bottom number. You know, it's gonna reduce it by the amount, but that won't come out of that 7,000.
We've got Bank Central income other, 160,000.
Yeah, yeah, I was on the wrong line, Ed, you're right. That 160,000 is what we have in excess, the other two are allocations. That other checking is the general checking that we use.
Checking number 1. Okay. Okay.
Last month, we thought maybe we'd have a railroad unit in, but it looks like we did get one for May. Any prospect for June?
I haven't heard a thing from.
Seems like when asphalt season we should be, but maybe not.
I move for approval.
We have a second? Can I second?
Yeah, or either one of the other, I just
Okay,
don't.
I lost Alan again. Bob, you want, okay, Bob seconds that. Finance report,
Bixler,
yes.
Sutter,
Yes.
Firth,
Yes.
Holder, yes.
Okay. Get Alan on here. The next item is item 12. We had a request at our last meeting about changing meeting dates and times. And okay. Alan talked to us about possibly changing this to a noon type meeting, situation somewhere around the noon time frame. And I know on the second Tuesday, Neil has a commitment of a meeting already. So it's up to the board if they want to look at that, consider that. There's, of course, multiple other times. I know there'll be conflicts too. And what's the thoughts of the board at this time?
What works best for Alan?
I cannot get him right now. I talked to him earlier about this, Ed. Basically, any day, he said Wednesdays at noon are difficult during the day, but outside of that, I do have one commitment on the first Tuesday of the month at noon. See if we, but
I think we need to have Neil here. So what about the third Tuesday?
that's kind of what I was wondering, Ed. Todd, how's that gonna fit in your schedule? Hey, Alan, we are on item 12, and that's the meeting dates and times. And I just mentioned to them that Wednesday would be a difficult deal at noon for you, and we're just starting to hash this around a little bit. We're looking at possibly third Tuesday of the month. And my question is to Todd, how does that fit in your schedule? I know
Well,
you've got.
I think there's gonna be conflicts any place you look, but, I can try. So
Well-
our bank board meetings are generally Monday and Tuesday, the third or the fourth, depending on how they fall, so. But that, I can be here for part of the meeting, and we need to accommodate, so
Well, everybody's got to.
I'm willing to do that. If that third Tuesday, if we wanna move to that, great.
Okay, so Thursday's better for.
Okay. The only problem with Thursdays is if somebody takes off, is gonna be out of town on Friday, well, they're probably leaving on Thursday.
Okay,
Thursday's fine with me, that'll work.
I have a problem with Thursday.
okay, Bob, what's your situation?
Anytime, in doing meetings, anytime would be way better for me, because I can get out there and have the meeting, get back home before dark 30. So my schedule's real flexible now since my new gig that I have, so whatever day you pick will work good for me.
Well, I can't beat a deal like that. So,
Third, just do it, and I'll be here when we can.
is Monday better for you, Todd? Is
I
it,
think Mondays are tough for everybody, right? We don't,
okay? So,
We need Todd here too, so.
I can call in, if I can call in too. I'm fine with changing it. I make a motion that we do the third Tuesday of each month at noon.
To change the bylaws, to have our meeting on the third Tuesday of the month, correct?
Now, I'm not sure how quickly we can put this into effect. I don't know what the statute is or how that is, because it will change our bylaws, so, Ed?
Well, I think we need to notify Shelley, and we might be meeting for a period of time under special meetings instead of regular meetings. But I think if we give proper notice, we can do that.
okay, do we want to, I'm trying to think, is like 11:30 better for you, Todd, or Ed, or would you rather, there'll be certain times we won't be able to, it might take every bit of the hour or hour plus. So I didn't know whether there's any advantage to, if it's not, we'll just go with the new.
I don't think it's,
We can,
for me, 11:30 or go to 1:30, depends on what my schedule is.
okay. So, okay. We're gonna stay with the noon deal then?
So, I'm happy to make the motion, I'm happy to have it modified however it needs to be to accommodate, if my motion needs to state that we need to investigate with Shelley, the proper procedure for changing our meeting dates from now until to the third Tuesday at noon.
I can check on that and get with you all through Shelley.
Maybe we make that recommendation, find out what we have to do, and then change it,
Yeah.
make the change the next meeting. Is
Okay.
that fair? Because I sure don't know.
Not have it go into effect until July, maybe.
Well, our next meeting will be July,
Okay.
August, maybe. Or we could always cancel and have a special, like I think I just don't wanna, I recommend that we change the bylaws, that our meeting dates move from the first Tuesday, to the second Tuesday of each month to the third Wednesday, or Tuesday at noon. The third Tuesday at noon.
Beginning August, the third Wednesday in August, or the third
Yeah.
Tuesday in August,
Beginning the third Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Son of a gun. Third Tuesday in August.
Okay.
Second.
July will stay the same. Okay. Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Third Tuesday, noon. Been moved and seconded.
Poe,
Yes.
Bixler,
Yes?
Sutter,
Yes.
Firth,
Yes.
Holder, yes.
Okay. Item number
I
Go.
appreciate everybody willing to do that, so help me out immensely to get there, so.
We'll send you the bill.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
So, will we have lunch?
Alan will provide.
Yeah, I'll be glad to provide lunch the first time.
Steak and goat.
I
Everybody.
think he's going steaks, what I've heard. Okay, item number 13 is the audit. Kimberly Meyer. So what do you got there, Neil?
Okay. Of course, we got,
What did we do last time? It's,
I think we'll take,
okay.
this is the audit report. And it's the same, only deficiency we had the same as it's always been, which Sonia says that'll probably change next year, because part of the year is still the same way.
I thought we'd approved this a couple of months ago.
Well, we had it, because when I grabbed these deals last month, we approved something. We didn't get,
I think we approved to have her do them again, and
we didn't get this.
no, we didn't have
We got-
that because
We got something though from you.
she sent us a paper copy.
That's it. Okay.
So that paper copy she sent us is the same as this?
Yeah. But I don't think we paid her. We tabled paying her until we got the full-blown deal, if I remember correctly. But I just looked back in here to make sure we hadn't,
Hey
paid her.
there, Alan. Oh, hi. Hello.
So,
Who do I have?
so we need to pay her and next, no, excuse me,
I remember reading that last report. I can't remember if it's 60 days ago or 90 days ago, but if this is the same, I'll make a motion to approve it and to pay her. If it's the same.
it is the same.
If it isn't the same, I need to
Yeah.
review it later.
And this is her bill for this one. This one will be the one, for her to do next year, so we have a contractor for next year. And it's $80-some more than it was this year. So we'll have to sign.
So
Avard.
I will second the motion to pay Kimberly Mayor for the audit.
Okay, do we have, you second the motion?
Bixler,
Yes.
Sutter,
Yes.
Holder, yes. Firth,
Yes,
okay. Poe.
He says okay. All right, Neil,
Now then, go to,
Executive Director. report.
no, we discussed possible action regarding audit, so, in the financial statements, we approved that. Now we got a contractor for next year.
I'll make the motion that we enter into a contract.
I think we need to wait till we get it on the agenda.
It's on the agenda.
It's
It's
on there.
14
Approve it For
Okay.
next year,
Yeah.
for year
I'm
ending
sorry,
2020.
I'm sorry, yes.
it
Item
says ending June 30th, 2021.
Which, that's our end of our fiscal year
This
this
one
year.
This one is
Yeah.
expired June 30th, 2020. The one you have.
Okay. Hello, Alan. Okay, we're working on waiting to approve the contract
Oh,
for next year.
Todd made the motion and I seconded it.
Okay,
Poe,
Yes.
Bixler,
yes.
Sutter,
Yes.
Firth,
yes,
Holder, yes. Thank you.
Okay, now we'll do Executive Director Report 15.
We have two groups right now looking at possibly a packing. I don't know where they'll go, but we have two different groups looking at that. We have
Looking at what, Neil, I didn't
a
hear.
packing plant.
Like a slaughter plant?
Yeah, meat cutting and all that. I don't know how big, I don't know how small. Got very little information, I just been gathering stuff for them, giving them. One's a local group and one's a group from out of state. I had a real estate group put in a contract for a lot in town to build something. I'm not sure what, never was told, didn't ask. But the internet broadband group, they're still working to try and get contracts set up so they can set up their equipment. And those are the bigger items. You know, there's a lot of, I think I helped 3 different people, and, well, for you guys, probably 2, work on individual businesses. The tech center is working towards, and the college are working towards getting a workforce of excellence in Alva, which that'll help us with some grant funds and things like that. Our website's coming along. It's not finished or anything yet. And I think that's all I have on the
Okay.
report.
Any members have any questions? Neil?
Did you indicate they're trying to get the internet system to the Avard?
Yes. Well, they want it all over the county. And so what they'll do is put it on top of elevators. And so they're trying to work with elevators in this area to get a contract to put that stuff up.
And who are they? Are you allowed to say?
That's Chisholm Broadband. And they've got the capability to go through trees and everything, where some of these others that we have had in the past don't do that, so your signal's interrupted trying to get internet. There's a next link, I think it is, has set up some towers, and it's like where Randy's at on his property, and he says it's great. And I talked to Jay Loman, he's got them. He said it works good for him. So they're still working to put up towers. But we're trying to get the whole county covered where they have high-speed internet and they can Zoom meet and all that kind of stuff. So, I think that's all I,
Okay. All right. This time then, we're going to go back to item number 4, motion to enter into executive session. Do we have a motion to enter into executive session at this time?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Bixler,
Yes.
Sutter,
Yes.
Poe,
Yes.
Firth,
Yes.
Holder. Yes.